This conference will now be recorded.
So today let us enter into the next part of core Java. So today let us go with a different topic like SQL concepts. Even we call database concepts. This is the prerequisite to understand JDBC. So tomorrow we go with JDBC. To understand that JDBC, we should have a basic idea on this database concepts or SQL concepts. What is this SQL is? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. SQL stands for what? Structured Query Language. And the main need of going with SQL is SQL is used or SQL is set of commands which are used to operate a database. What is the main use of SQL? It comes with what? Some set of commands which are mainly used to operate a database. Then what is a database is? A database is a collection of related tables. What makes a database? It's a collection of related tables. And what is a table? A table is a collection of data in the form of rows and columns. In the form of what? Rows and columns. Like example, to consider a books table, where it goes with the columns like book number, book name, and price. This BNO, BNM, and price, we call it as column names. Under this, we go with the data like book number 111, book name some Java, price 500, 222, XML 800, 333, HTML 400, like this. So a table is a collection of data in the form of rows and columns. So in this one, BNO, BName, and price, we call it as columns or fields. This 111 Java 500, we call it as a row or record. This one also a row or record. So we can even say a table is what? It's a collection of records. A table is what? It's a collection of records. So in order to create the table, in order to insert the record into the table, in order to delete the record, we make use of this SQL commands. So understanding that SQL commands is the major part here. Now, these SQL commands are divided into some categories. SQL command types. SQL commands are divided into some categories like DDL commands, DML commands, DCL commands, SQL commands, and TCL commands. DDL stands for Data Definition Language. DDL stands for Data Definition Language, and the commands are like create means to create the table, drop the table means delete the table, alter the table. DML stands for Data Manipulation Language. Data manipulation language, where it goes with the commands like insert means insert the records into table, update the records, delete the records. It's mainly on the records of table. DQL stands for data query language, and here it goes with only command select means to retrieve the records of the table. TCL stands for transaction control language. Transaction control language. Here it goes with the commands like commit and rollback. Understanding these commands completes our basic idea on SQL. So that in tomorrow's class we can go with JDBC, and the prerequisite to understand JDBC is these SQL commands. Now, In order to show all these commands, we require a database. We have to install a database server on our system. So we are having so many database servers, and some of them are like MySQL, Oracle, DB2, SQL Server, Sybase, like this. So this MySQL is from Oracle Corporation. Oracle is from Oracle Corporation. DB2 is from IBM. SQL Server, Microsoft, and Sybase is also from Microsoft. In our course, we will be learning MySQL database. So if you know one database, 80% of the databases will match. So whatever the commands we are learning over here, these commands will be remaining same almost 90%. And some of the differences will be there between the databases. Now, in our case, we'll be going with this MySQL. So let us see how to download and install. Download and install MySQL database server version 8. The latest version is 8. So for this, you can just refer document, download and install MySQL 8 version. I'll be sharing this document to you. Let me open this document. In this document, you can find every step how to download and install MySQL on Windows operating system. It's for Windows. Now, we have to open this link. Just to click on this, it's going to open here. Here you can see the MySQL installer, and the latest version is 8 version, and you can choose the operating system. It will automatically take you to the operating systems. Then, if you want to download older versions, we have to go to archives and we can choose the version which you want to download. So in our case, we are going with 8 version. In this, we need to click on the second download button. Remember, we have to go with the second download button. Okay, we have to go with MySQL installer community. Okay, go with the second download button. Click on this, and here we need to click on this. No thanks. Just to start my download. Just to click over here. It's going to start the download for us. So here it's downloading. Let me just cancel as we have already done. Okay. There. So in the document, you can find every step how to do it. So we have to click on the second download button and just say no thanks, start my download. And once the file is downloaded, click to install. Once the file is downloaded, run that application. Now, once we run, just to select your developer default and click on next. So whatever it is showing in the diagram to you here, whatever the steps have shown, just to follow the document as it is to install MySQL. Okay, so it will take approximately 10 minutes for you to install this MySQL. So whatever I've given where to click, you have to follow this document. Okay, then some of the places where we need to interact, this one. Here it is going to ask you the port number 3306. That will come automatically. You need not do anything, but this port number is important for us. This one. It will come automatically. So this port number is important for us whenever we want to connect to MySQL database from our Java program. We have to refer to this port number. So it will come automatically for us. The next step, it is going to ask you to enter the root password. So username is root, password we have to enter here. So it's going to ask enter root password. So in my case, I have entered the password also as root only. So whichever the password you want to give, it's up to you. Yeah, any questions? Right, okay. So whichever the password you want to give, you can give. but suggested to go with root because it's very easy to remember, as we are doing only simple practice here. So in my case, I've given the password as root only. Then just follow the document as it is. So many windows will come. Then finally, it will say installation complete. Right? It is going to say installation complete. Just we have to click on finish button. Right? So what are the important points here? Port number 3306, username root, password root. So these three values are important in order to connect to MySQL database from Java program. We have to mention these values. Now once we download and install, here you can see in the document how to open MySQL also. To open MySQL, so for that, in search, type MySQL command line client like this. In search, you type here MySQL command line client. Then it will ask you the password. So what is our password in our case? Root. The password is what? Root. Then press enter key. It's going to show you MySQL prompt. If you are getting MySQL prompt, that indicates the installation is successful for us. Got it up to here? Any questions, anyone? Right? You have to practice compulsory. Okay. So once we open this MySQL command line client, it will ask you the password. In our case, I have given root, so it will show MySQL prompt. Then, now, how to go with other operating systems? I have given the details also here, how to install on Mac. And one more point, if you are getting some errors during installation, if it is unable to install properly for you, then we need to install Microsoft Visual C++ redistributable. Just search in Google like this, and you can see, even I have given YouTube link how to do this step. So if you are facing issue only, then only you need to follow this, else not required. Then how to download and install on Mac OS. So for that, I cannot show you on my screen as I'm having Windows operating system. How to do it on Mac, I've given that document to you. Okay, so by watching this YouTube video, you can able to download and install MySQL server on Mac OS also. And once we open MySQL prompt, then the commands are same. Whatever the operating system it may be, whatever the commands I'm showing it MySQL prompt, that will remain same on Mac also. Okay. Now, see in the document, you can even find the document also like the command types, the SQL data types, then how to create database, how to create table. I've elaborated everything in the document. Like you can even find more number of examples than what I'm going to discuss in the class today. So everything what I'm discussing in the class today, it will be present in the document, and you can even find more also, more number of examples. So go through the document compulsory. Now, let us go with the first step now. Once we download and install MySQL, the first step is we need to create a database. Creating a database. The syntax of creating a database is at MySQL prompt, we have to use the command create database and database name. Create database and database name. Every command should end with semicolon. Then, like example, at MySQL prompt, you can say create database Java 16. I'm giving our batch number as the database name, so that I can use this database name throughout our codes here. Then, once we create database, we have to open the database. You can say use or change database. How to use this? We have to say MySQL prompt use Java 16. Use Java 16 to change the database. Then one more, drop database. Drop means delete. Use it to delete the database. MySQL prompt, simply say drop database Java 16. Okay, let me show. Open MySQL prompt here. Then, so whenever we want to create a new database, first step is we have to create database. Then only we can create tables in the database. So first step, create database. Only one time process. I'm going with the name Java 16. Your wish, any name, XYZ. Now we have to open the database. Then we have to say use Java 16. So it will say database changed. If I want to delete, just say drop database, the database name. That's it. Okay. Then the database will be deleted for us. So next time onwards, when we open MySQL prompt, we have to use only this command. You need not create database again. It's only one-time process. After changing database only, you can start working with your database. Now, let us go with the next one, data types. We are having the data types like int, float, char, varchar, date, like this. Basic data types of MySQL. And already we know int means we can store only integer values. Float means we can store a value with a decimal point. Character and varchar both are for to store alphabets or alphanumeric. Character is used to store alphabets and even alphanumeric. Even varchar also used to store alphabets and alphanumeric. Then what is the difference is used to store fixed size data. Fixed size data like examples, employee IDs, rule numbers, item numbers, like this, where the size remains same for all records. Varchar used to store variable size data, like example, employee names, student names, item names, like this, where the size differs record to record. So this is suggestion only, not the rule, only suggestion. So why we have to follow this suggestion? What is the actual difference between char and varchar? Let us see now. If you take like city, and if you say char of 10, means it's going to allocate memory where we can store maximum 10 characters in city column. We can store maximum 10 characters. In city, we can store maximum 10. Now, let us suppose if you are going with a city name like Delhi, then whatever the remaining space will get wasted here. So we cannot use this space for other purpose. This space will be wasted. Now, if you take same thing like city, varchar of 10. So here also it's going to allocate memory where we can store maximum 10 characters in city. But what about the remaining space? The remaining space in the case of varchar, it is reusable. It is reusable. So there won't be any wastage of memory in the case of varchar. That's the reason we use char for fixed size, varchar for variable size. Got it, everyone? Any questions? No. Let us start working with the commands. The first one, create table command. Use it to create table with the specified columns. Use it to create table with specified columns. The syntax is create table, table name, parenthesis open, column 1, data type of size, then say comma, column 2, data type of size. Like that, how many columns we want to give, we can give column n, data type of size. Every command should end with semicolon. Like example, create table books with book number int of 3, book name varchar of 10, and price in float of 4. Now it's going to create a table books with 3 columns, BNO, bname and price. And here data type int of 3. What is this 3 indicates? In book number, what is the maximum value we can store? Anyone? What is the maximum value we can store in book number? What is the maximum 3-digit number? Right. Yeah, it is 999, right? It is 999. So in book number, yeah, right, very good. So in book number, we can store a value between -999 to 999. So that is the meaning of size here 3. Number of digits, the maximum number of digits which is allowed here. Then varchar of 10 means maximum 10 characters. Next one, describe command. Use it to display the structure of the table. The meaning of structure of table is what columns the table contains and what type of columns they are. Like example, DSC books. One more, drop table command. Use it to delete the table. Syntax is drop table, table name. Example, drop table books. Drop table books. Let me show this. So once we choose the database, now let us create a table. What's the command to create table? Create table, table name, parenthesis open, book number int of 3, comma, book name varchar of 10, comma, price out of 4. The table has been created. It simply says query OK. Now to see the structure of table, describe books, where it will say what are the fields your table contains and what are their data types. To delete the table, drop table, table name. The table will be deleted. Now to recreate the table, instead of typing the command again, you can simply use keyboard arrow marks to go to the previous commands. Just use keyboard arrow marks to go to previous commands. Now the table is created. So now the table is created. To see the records of the table, use the command select the star from books. So where it is going to say empty set. So there are no records in the table because we did not insert any records into the table. Now let us insert the records. So for that, insert command. Insert command, use it to insert the records to the table. The syntax is insert into table name, parenthesis open, insert into table name, values, parenthesis open, value 1, comma, value 2, comma, like that, value n. Carrying one more syntax here. Insert into table name, parenthesis open, column 1, comma, column 2, comma, like that, column n, values, value 1, comma, value 2, comma, like that, value n. So the difference between these two syntaxes is, in the case of first syntax, the number of values should be equal to the number of columns of table. Number of values should be equal to what? The number of columns of table. If table contains 3 columns, then we have to provide 3 values. If table contains 5 columns, we have to provide 5 values. Means when you want to give value to all columns of table, then first syntax. The second syntax is for the number of values should be equal to the number of columns given in the command. In the command, if I go with 2 columns, we should go with 2 values. If you go with 4 columns, we have to go with 4 values. Means when you want to give value to only some specific columns of table, not all columns of table, then we go with second syntax. Like example, insert into books, values 111, the name and price. So 111 goes to book number, Java goes to book name, price goes to, 500 goes to price. And when you are giving value to char, varchar and date, when you are giving value to char, varchar and date, the value should go in single quotes. One more example. Insert into books, book number, comma, book name, values 222 XML. So 222 will come and store into BNO, XML will come and store into BName. Then what about price? Null. No value means null. So this is the example of first syntax. This is the example of second syntax. Let me show you. Insert into books, values 111, the name and price. One more record. Insert into books, BNO, comma, BName, values 222 X. If you see now, select command, select star from books and see the records. 2 records. And the price value for book number 222 is what? See, null here. Got it, everyone? Any questions? No. Let us add some more records into the table. Insert into books, values 333, HTML 400, 444, CSS 700, 555, ASP 500. Let me say 550, like this. We are adding some records. So just to separate the records by comma. In one single insert command, we can add multiple records. Now say select command, we are adding totally 5 records. Now, for this book number 222, we want to give price value now. Now we want to give price value. So whenever we say insert, it always goes with new record. Now when we want to modify existing records, then we have to use the command update. We have to use update command. Use it to modify or update existing records. The syntax is update table name, set column equal to new value, comma, column equal to new value, like that, column equal to new value. where condition. So this square brackets indicates in the syntax optional. So means where condition is optional. Like example, update books, set price equal to 600. So if you are not using where condition, for all records, the price will become 600. So for all records, price will be updated to 600. Now if you write update books, set price equal to 800, where book number equal to 222. Now only for book number 222, the price will become now 800. That's the use of this where condition. So here, let me go with the second example. Update books, set price equal to 800, where book number equal to 222. Now see the select command. See now for book number 222, the price has been updated to 800. Now the next one, delete command. So before we go to delete command, let us understand about TCL commands first. TCL commands. They are commit and rollback. Commit is like save operation, used to save the transactions. Whenever we say transactions, these are only three commands: insert, update, and delete. Only these three commands are considered as transactions. Like example, at MySQL prompt, just we had to say commit. Means whatever the work we have done up to now, like inserting or updating or deleting, it will be in temporary memory first. So to make it permanent, we have to use a command commit. Like in our Notepad or Microsoft Word or Eclipse, wherever it may be, we save the file now, Control S, in between we press Control S now, save, same thing like commit here. So just we have to use the command commit to save the transactions what we have done up to now. Rollback. Use it to undo the uncommitted transactions. Use it to undo the uncommitted transactions means undo is like getting it back. By mistake, if you delete some record, to get our record back, we make use of rollback. SQL prompt, let's say rollback. One important note, in MySQL, by default, the transactions are auto-committed. In MySQL, by default, the transactions are auto-committed. So we need not use this commit command at all to save the transactions in the case of MySQL because they are automatically committed. Now, if the transactions are committed, then I cannot use rollback because rollback is only on uncommitted transactions. Then how to use rollback now? So to make use of rollback, we need to set this auto commit mode to false here. So how to do? Setting auto commit mode to false or off. Let MySQL prompt simply say set auto commit equal to 0. That's it. Want to make it on again? Want to make it on again? That is simply say set auto commit equal to 1. To make use of rollback, we need to use this command first. In case of MySQL, that is set auto commit equal to 0. Then only we can use rollback command. Now, let us go with delete command. Use it to delete the records of the table. The syntax is delete from table name where condition. Where condition is optional. Like example, if you say delete from books. When you say delete from books, if you are not using where condition, all records will be deleted. If you write delete from books where book number equal to 222. It's going to delete only the record with book number 222. Delete from books where price greater than or equal to 500 and price less than or equal to 700. So it's going to delete the records whose price is between 500 and 700. Let me show this. Delete from books. When I say delete from books, all records will be deleted. Now if I use select command, see, there are no records. Empty set here. There are no records here. Then how to get our records back here? Simply use rollback. So when we say rollback, so it is going to do undo the previous transaction. Now if I say select command, see, our records are back here. That's the use of rollback command. Commit it. If I use the command delete from books where book number equal to 222, it's going to delete only the record with book number 222. So now say there is no record with book number 222. How to get our record back? Roll back. Now if I use select command, see, our record is back now. Commit. Now if you write delete from books where price greater than or equal to 500 and price less than or equal to 700. So it's going to delete 3 records in our case, and if you see select command, we are left out only with 2 records. To get our records back, roll back. All our records are back. Commit it. Got it, everyone? Any questions?
So,
Yes, Swati.
actually, after deleting any record, if we do commit, then can we roll back those record back?
No. Once we commit, we cannot do rollback.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So because rollback is only on uncommitted transactions. Rollback is only on uncommitted. Once you commit, we cannot apply rollback. Got it?
Yes.
The next one, select command. Already we are seeing. Use it to retrieve the records of the table. Like example, select star from. What is star indicates? Star indicates all columns of table. It's going to display all columns. Now if you write select BNO comma B name from books, then it's going to display only the columns BNO and B name. If you write select star from books where book number equal to 222, it is going to display only the record with book number 222. Select star from books where price greater than or equal to 500 and price less than or equal to 700. It's going to display the records whose price is between 500 and 700. Let me show. Select BNO comma B name from books. It's going to display only book number and book name. If you write select star from books where book number equal to 222, it's going to display only the record with book number 222. Select star from books where price greater than or equal to 500 and price less than or equal to 700. Here it's displaying only the records where price value is between 500 and 700. And you can see more number of examples on select command in the document. Please practice that. Now, let us go with the last one. Alter table command. use it to modify the structure of the table. Use it to modify the structure of the table like the following. Like rename the table, add new columns, modify existing columns, rename columns, then drop columns. Right? Let us see the examples. If you take the table books, take the table books, we are having 3 columns like BNO, BName and price. Now we want to change the name of the table. What's the name of the table here? Books. We want to change the table name. Then how to do is alter table books, rename to temp books. Now we are making the name of the table to temp books. Now see, describe temp books. It's going to show the structure now. Now let us come back to books table only. How to do? Alter table temp books, rename to books. Now see, describe books. Now we are back to books table. Now in this books table, we are having 3 columns, BNO, BName and price. Now we want to add one more new column, author. So how to add? Alter table books, use the class add the new column name, data type and size. If you want to add multiple columns, just separate it by comma. If I write describe books, you can see one more new column got added here. Now to this existing column BName, the data type is varchar and size is 10. Now we want to increase the size to 15. We want to increase the size now. Means modify existing columns. So for that, alter table books, we have to use the class modify BName to varchar of 15. Now see, if I say describe books, the size has been increased now to 15. One more important point. If the column does not have any data, if the column does not hold any data, then we can even change data type also. If column does not contain any data, we can even change data type also. But if column contains data, then we can change only size. Either we can decrease or increase size. Now we want to change the column name. Instead of B name, we want to go with book name, complete word. Then how to write? Alter table books, change, that is a change, B name to book name, varchar of 15. Now see, describe books. Now see, the column name has been modified to book name, complete word. Now we want to delete the column author. Then say alter table books, drop column author. Describe books, there is no column author here. My document, alter table books, rename to temp books. Let us come back to books table only. Alter table temp books, rename to books. Alter table books, to add new column, add new column name, data type and size. If you want to add one more, then just simply separate by comma. Okay. To modify existing column, alter table books, modify BName to varchar of 15. To change the column name, rename columns, alter table books, change BName to book name and provide the data type once again. To delete the columns, to drop the columns, alter table books, drop column, author. That's it. Got it everyone? Any questions? Basic idea. A basic idea is enough for us. Any questions, anyone? Please practice this compulsory. And if you are facing some issues, please let me know too, so that we can install MySQL on your operating system. Okay. So tomorrow we'll be entering into the next topic, the last part of Core Java, where we are going to see JDBC. Don't miss the class tomorrow. Tomorrow's class is very much base for us. When you are working with projects, compulsory we use JDBC in that. And to understand advanced Java also, the prerequisite is JDBC. Compulsory, we should know JDBC to enter into advanced part. So don't miss the class tomorrow. Very, very important one. Okay. Right. Thank you all.